Hello. What is up? Hold on. I'm just trying to. I literally just walked back in the room because Daisy had to go outside right before. Her timing is honestly kind of impressive. Okay. Just trying to get everything. Hey. Marielle, hello. Tana. Tana, I feel like I have to ask right off the bat for no particular reason. Did you read the the fact that you're asking? Finish the book? I think this is the first time in Creepy Book Club history that I didn't. It wasn't a DNF though. I just fucked up. I just fucked up. You did? Damn it. Son of a fuck. I really so genuinely was going through this month and I'm like, I have time. And then all of a sudden I didn't because I swear this entire time in my brain, I'm like, I scheduled this for next weekend, which is silly because I scheduled I was so productive and I made all of these streams and I made the whole schedule and I'm like, perfect. And then the whole time my brain is like, yeah, it's next this whole week. I'm like, yeah, it's next Friday. I got time. And then I was like, oh fuck. It's this Friday. Our host didn't read the book. I know. When I tell you, I was like, shit, fuck. Like, should I just cancel it? Should I just push it back a month? And not a month, a week. Jesus Christ. A week, push it back a week. And then still proud of me though. Thank you. It wasn't like a DNF because I didn't like it. I truly just ran out of time. And then Marielle said she wanted company today. So I was like, okay, well, we could talk about like other stuff too. And now you're not talking, Marielle. What did you do today? And then Tana can tell us all about why she loved this one because I want to hear about it. Oh, you DNF'd a book. Duh. Okay, well. This one? Did you DNF the book club book or you DNF'd a different one? Details. Can't just say I DNF'd a book. You got to give us details. Of course you did. Didn't even start this one. Okay. Well, at least I started it. And then I just ran out of time. If it makes anybody like feel any better though, I didn't this November was just like one of those months where I didn't read anything. You know what I mean? Where it just gets away from you and it's like you're 29 days into the month and you're like, shit, I didn't read anything. Like I didn't read anything. I think I need like a good audiobook to get me back into it or something, like something I can listen to in the car. What's my hair doing? Maybe that'll help at least to like jump start me back so I can try and end December on a okay note. Maybe get read so little ahead. Yeah, I was just like It felt like every time I got home from work, it was like I either had like videos to do, a live stream to do, or I was just like fucking tired and I was like, I just went to bed. So yeah, I feel like I need a good audiobook. And then I'll just start listening in the car, and I feel like that'll jumpstart me again. Sometimes you just have to do a manual reset with it. So yeah, I didn't get anything read, which was a little disappointing. But tell us, Tana, why'd you love this one? I want to hear. Sorry, I'm just turning my phone on. Do not disturb because I forgot to do that. Excuse me. And did anybody go? Well, Mariel, you wouldn't, but because it's not your guys' thing. But did you go Black Friday shopping, Tana, today? Get anything good? The irony of the months where like I don't get anything read. I work in a bookstore. The way this book jumped between the 1500s witch being condemned to the current day family having to figure out how their daughter is being condemned. Ooh. Okay, yeah, the beginning is really fucking at least like in the present day timeline was really fucking brutal. Like the description of what happened to the daughter, like her physical state of being, I was like, oh my fuck. I don't know, like it's not like I was expecting but it's in the horror section. I'm not, not expecting it to be tame, but I feel like sometimes when that happens, I'm just kind of like it was scary. I ordered Christmas pajamas. Okay. No, but I didn't bring it in here with me. I did get a signed edition at work though. You still have something called Black Friday, just sales everywhere, even though we don't even think about Thanksgiving or anything connected to it. Well, yeah, obviously you wouldn't, but don't normally love when a book constantly jumps around with different times and different people, but this worked so well. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's hard to get that right sometimes. Especially with different POVs, especially with different timelines. But I mean, there's a couple that come to mind that do like different timelines or different POVs like really, really effectively. It does get pretty brutal multiple times. Yeah, like just immediately, like when they're talking about the extent of her injuries, it's like, holy shit. Can't wait till Vicky tells us what she thought of this book next month. I'm going to finish it. Like that's like, yeah, it's like I have no reason not to yet. You know what I mean? Like this wasn't like a traditional DNF where like you're not enjoying it, so you stop reading it. I'll have it finished by next Friday because in my brain, that's what I feel less bad because Des also thought the same. Like he thought it was next Friday. So clearly it wasn't just me. There's something in the atmosphere. And it reaches from here all the way to Australia where Des is. So I feel less bad. I feel like an audiobook of this would have to have like multiple actors. Otherwise it'd be hard to follow if you ever zone out. True. I don't know if I looked into if this one did or not. I know it was a newer release. Hold on, I'm just gonna look and see. Because that might help too. That, I'm like, I need an audiobook to jumpstart me. Maybe. I don't know how long it, like, obviously, like, big releases like pretty much get one like right away, and it brought me to The Witching Hour by Anne Rice. That's not what I wanted. I looked in the library first just to see. There is an audiobook. Okay, let me see what. Let's look at the details though. Like if it's multiple authors, if it's one author. I wish it was at the library so I could just like listen to it. I'm sure I could listen to a sample somewhere. But I want to hear like it go between like two of the chapters where where it flips the timeline. Think about it. I think I have a credit with Barnes and Noble audiobooks. I might still try it, but it is only one narrator, and that does make me nervous for the reasons you just mentioned, Tana. But I don't know about you guys, I usually listen to audiobooks like when I'm driving or like folding laundry or something like that, or cleaning, where it's like this sounds bad when I say I just listen to it while I'm driving, but I can like physically like do the thing and mentally kind of just focus on the book and nothing else. I do focus while driving, but you know what I mean? Like so far with audiobooks, I've been pretty good at like if I start to not pay attention, I'll just like rewind it a whole bunch and then either like pause it, or I don't want to tell you much more about what I liked. Dang it. Okay. That's fair. I'll have it finished by next week. I promise. It's so embarrassing. I was like, I don't want to go live because it's I think this is the first time this has happened in oh no, when did I start Creepy Book Club? I don't know how many years. We've been doing this for a minute. We haven't been doing the live streams for very long, but if you finish it and don't like it, it's not my fault though. I mean, I feel like you gave a good explanation as to why you liked it without giving anything away. So and I like what I've read so far. Like I said, not a traditional DNF. Listen to podcasts, not audiobooks. I need the visual of words for books for some reason. Hey, sometimes when I'm really like unfocused, but I'm trying to read, like I will straight up listen to the audiobook like at full tilt speed and then just like and read along with it. Those are for the days where I'm just like I'm having trouble focusing. Like I want to read, but like just sitting there staring at the words, like my brain doesn't. It just doesn't. So I'll put on the audiobook at the same time. I mean, I'm not a vault though, so if you ask, I will answer. I mean, I don't think I have any like no like questions come to mind where I don't like, because I also don't want you to spoil it either. Like I want to be surprised, so I'm not going to be like, so what was it the whole time? who done it? Even though it's not that kind of book, but okay, how about at least like how witchy is it though? Like, I know it's called the Book of Witching, and in the past timeline, we obviously have this kind of like cult question mark, coven question mark with their scary book. But then it seems like the women just like practice kind of like folk remedies and stuff too, where it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's witchcraft, but it's like real witchcraft. But is it like straight up like magic? Is there's straight up magic in this? Because that's pretty cool. Listen to audiobooks at work. Oh, I wish I could at work, honestly. How many times I've had to tell people not to talk to me because I'm in the zone. That being said, I usually miss a lot. I wish I could just listen to audiobooks at work. If I happen to be in like receiving the entire day or most of the day, maybe I can get away with it, but I got the words manager in my title now, so I really can't. It sucks. I say as I like fully work in customer service, it's like you can't do that. You have to pay attention to the customers, but especially today because it was so busy. So busy. Excuse me. If I keep yawning, I apologize. Truly. I've been up since. What time did I get up this morning? I feel like 4:30. Oh. I'm just a wee bit sleepy. Just a little bit. We can talk about this for a little bit. We can talk about our 2025 reads. There are magical elements. The book, obs, yep. But there's some other stuff, but a majority of it is focused on Allison being condemned for doing healing charms. Aha! Okay. I gotcha. I was kind of catching that vibe, like after, you know, she has an interaction with her mother, like towards the beginning, and you kind of see what they do for people. So I'm kind of like, oh, okay. Like we're mostly just practicing like healing and things like that, and you know, we're gonna get condemned by men. Got it. I need to stop reading at least 10 minutes before my lesson starts so I'm fully present while teaching, because when I read, I completely disconnect from the world. Sorry. That makes sense, though. Although I feel like I don't have that, I don't call it like an issue, but you know what I mean? Like more just like get annoyed if I gotta stop reading. Like if something makes me have to stop reading. I don't know. I actually don't really know why I have these on. I don't need them on for this. I'm not playing a game. I don't need to listen to anything. And either way, I can hear the sound of my own voice. Well, will we do that? Let me actually load in. Let me just get a little bit of stuff done while I'm doing this. Let me load in my little image for the 2025 books. Oh, please tell me nope, it's not right there. Great. It's okay, I can load in all the book covers though. Just like to have them handy to overlay. And I need to find my little graphic. My little graphic with all of our reads. I feel like I say this every single time, but it stays true like every single time. Like I'm super excited about the 2025 picks. I just want that page, please and thank you. The one with all of the books on it. Thanks. Okay, cool. Sick. All right, let me let that download. I will be reading only 2 of the picks so far that you know of. They're awesome. You may find that you want to read all of them. But 2 is also fine. Hello? Where did it save? Oh, come on. I just wanted the image with the where'd it go? Frick, come on. There we go. Okay. Just trying to get the image with all the books on it. Read The Eyes Are the Best Part a couple months ago. Really liked it. Nice. Yeah, we always do a mix of front and back list. There we go. That's what I was trying to load in. If I did it that way, will it? No, I won't do it. Okay. Which I feel like we do have a good mix. It's truly half and half, front list and back list. I heard nothing but good things about The Eyes Are the Best Part. Nothing but good things about that one. Super excited. So that one's technically backlist. Let's see. Our January pick, Bloom, is backlist, so that one's already out. So is Supplication. My order of it actually just came in at work. Oh, actually, it's not quite half and half, but that's fine. Listen to Your Sister is new, so that'll be new. That one will be like our first like new one. That'll be a 2025 read, which weirdly, fucking the coincidence of all coincidences. We got an ARC at work. Like I came in and I saw it like sitting on the break room table where we put all the advanced reader copies, and I was like, I'll take that. Thank you so much. Like, what are the odds? Like, it was like, I'm not even joking. It was like the day after I posted about the creepy book club pics on my Instagram. I was like, the fuck? So Vicky's gonna be ahead of the game on this one. Take it off my neck. I'm gonna be ahead of the game on that one. Since I have an arc of it. Really curious about Listen to Your Sister and The Eyes Are the Best Part. We don't, okay. One, told you no, because you decided to do like your whole little twangy joke with me. And we only get one, usually. One for the store. The world is so beautiful sometimes, let me tell you. But I could see, since you're excited about it, sometimes they come with like a little letter like about the book. Let's see. Sometimes it's from the publisher. Who's it from? The category manager. So is this the person that orders for horror? Interesting. Nice to know who that is in the company, I guess. We'll see what she says about it. Let's see. Just trying to pull a quote, maybe. Oh, she's just summarizing it. Okay. Oh, I feel like it's going to have maybe generational trauma. What'd she say? The story of how far we'd go for our families and what happens when that devotion turns to a nightmare. Oh, and then she says, like, what could be more frightening than family dynamics? Yep, this feels on brand for Creepy Book Club. Generational trauma in this book club has never happened in the history of fucking ever. What were the terms of this again? In what edition? Was it the new cover? Sorry, you guys have to remind me of like my promises sometimes, because I'm like, it's holiday season. It's Swiss cheese up here. Except for when the fiction books feel all too real and you just want to curl up into a ball. Yeah. Still recovering from the reformatory, and it's been almost a year. Was so good. Trauma. Cool. Thanks for the link. I just wanted to click on it so you can see. Hold on. Oh, okay, that cover. I couldn't remember. I could not remember. I can figure out a way to send it to you. That's always an ordeal, trying to get something from one country to another. They make it very difficult. I feel like not to say the big A word, but I feel like places like Amazon and stuff would do even more business if you could buy something for somebody in another country and send it and make it easy. I know we had a time of it last time I tried to send you something, Mario. And that's exactly the book I was referring to. But it was such a good book. It was just traumatizing. When I graduate and make more money, I will send you a big box full of gifts for sure. Okay. Not necessary, but okay. Shipping can be expensive. I find most of the time, anytime I've had to send something like out of the country, unless it's just like a letter sized thing, it's like the shipping for it is like at least twice as expensive as whatever it is I'm sending. So I'm like, God damn. That's where all the money is. Let me tell you. That's where I don't know how anybody makes money off of that, but that's where the money is. That's where the money is. Okay, what about the other ones? What do we have next? I think I put the two new ones next to each other. Stephen Graham Jones is also will be new for 2025. So that one comes after Listen to Your Sister. Excited about this one. It's giving another one like The Only Good Indians. Stoked. And then of course, Eyes Are the Best Part, which we were talking about. And then lastly, this is technically YA. I'm pausing because I'm questioning myself. I think it's YA. I know the other book that this author wrote is a teen book. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm going to be confident. I think this is a YA book. Yeah. And I don't know. No, I think they give the Stonewall honor to all age groups. I'm trying to remember. There's some like book awards and stuff, or like medals and stuff that are only for kids and teen books. But I think Stonewall can go on any. I think they give that to any age group. I haven't read anything by Graham Jones yet. Wanted to start with The Only Good Indians. It's so good. It's so good. He's got a lot of, how do I want to say it? He's got a lot of different books. He really does though. Like there's like, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say like his writing style is almost different with every book, but he's got some maybe more like meta books that definitely play around with like format and form and stuff like that. And it's interesting. I think we read one actually like long ass time ago in Creepy Book Club. And I'm gonna, it's, oh fuck, what was it called? I can see the cover in my head. Hold on. Graham Jones books. Something about a final girl, but it wasn't. My heart is a chainsaw. It was a different one. What the fuck is it called? What the fuck is it called? Oh my god, I can see the cover in my head. It's like black. Something about a final girl. I think we read it for Creepy Book Club, and I don't think it was a hit because the last final girl, that's what it was called. The format in that one was crazy. No, it wasn't the chainsaw one. Yeah, we read that one too, I think. Didn't we? Yeah. I really need to. Oh no, but we have that. Tully's Library made a list of all of them so far, which was really nice. The Final Girl Support Group, not that one. That one is that's Hendrix, Grady Hendrix, I think, right? There's a lot of books about final girls. Oh, and then there's Final Girls by Riley Sager. Yeah, Final Girl Support Group. That was a whole little subgenre that happened. I feel like I could almost make a display at work with that, just like a small table. Don't mention formats because they get triggered. Definitely not on the level of House of Leaves. Definitely not. And this one, that the last final girl, the one I'm talking about, is really short. It's like a novella, super short. Yeah, nowhere near House of Leaves. I don't want to like my job is bookseller, and I never want to like de-influence anyone necessarily. Like technically speaking, I really shouldn't unless they ask me directly. But sometimes when I see people looking at the book, I'm like, I just want to like come around the corner and I'm like, are you sure about that? It sells really well from my store. Oh, and I just wanted to respond to this. Also, yes, I do. Although I find my consumption of like teen and middle grade books has gotten like very specific now. So it's mostly just like spooky ones that's like I just want to see like what. Because sometimes new ones come out that just sound good. As you say, I'm pretty sure it's Grady Hendrix by that's writing it all, but I still read them. I feel like he's very hit or miss for me. Like he has ones that I like, and then other ones where it's yeah. But right now he's kind of the biggest thing the horror genre's got going aside from Stephen King. So he's like Grady Hendrix is the like kind of the next biggest like horror author that like I'm just giving like trade secrets here. That like Barnes Noble will like maybe like eventually I imagine like his next book he's gonna release like we're gonna get theater for, like we're gonna get fun things for. We got like fun little pins that we could wear on our lanyards for Paperbacks from Hell and stuff like that. So he's kind of like the next big guy after Stephen King, where I think yeah, we're always gonna get his books. I don't have to order them. Yeah. I feel like he's the next one. Would love to see a woman or a non-binary horror author get in there, but DNFO and don't like the writing either. No, the amount of House of Leaves talks has me curious. Dude, it's the thing is, I don't know even the best way. I'm honestly, let me just take myself out of this equation. Like, I feel like I really should not be an authority on that book at all because my dumbass thought it would be like funny, like for the lulz, for the content to like try and read that in 24 hours. It did not go well. It did not go well at all. And I'm pretty sure I was not like I got to like the halfway point of that book and then everything beyond that, like I think it was like just like throwing a ball against a wall. Like nothing was staying up here. It was just bouncing off the dome and flying off into space. I didn't comprehend anything. So can't really say that that it was worth it. Marielle put a little bit more time into it. Marielle put a lot more time into it than I did. She put a lot more time into it than I did. I've seen people like they get that and then they get a notebook along with it so they can like take notes and do all this shit, and I'm like, so much work to just read a book about a liminal space. There was a cool book in there buried under all the bullshit. And I think that's probably the best review you're going to get from us, Tana. I'm very much like just on the camp of like, nobody should take my review of it at all. Because I didn't comprehend anything. I feel like it was quite creepy in the beginning of the book. Like when it was like laying down the lore. And it still kind of felt like urban legendy. That was scary. And then it just got fucking weird. And then I don't know what happened. I don't even think I could like really tell you like what happened. I don't think, and actually, no, I'm confident I can't tell you what happens at the end of that book. I have no idea. I'm not trying to do homework. Definitely felt like homework reading that book. Felt like torture reading that book. Like honestly. Yeah. It's essentially just a book about a house deep down, a house that has a room that just keeps expanding. It's like, it's like the TARDIS, like bigger on the inside. Hi, Mindy. I don't know. One more person's gonna be witness to my my embarrassment. I'll give you the quick tea, Mindy. That I didn't finish the book yet, because this entire month my brain was like, this stream is on December 6th, the entire month. And so like this week, I was like, okay, I haven't finished it, but I still got another week. Like, and then I had the oh fuck moment where I was like, it's this week. Yeah. So And then I had a whole crisis where it's like, well, do I still do a live? Do I just push it back a week? But it wasn't a DNF. It's not a DNF because, or at least not in the traditional sense. I'm going to finish it. So it's not a DNF at its core, but it's not in the sense that like I didn't like it, so I didn't finish it. That's not the case. Slacking on the job. Burst into tears. It's November and I work retail. Literally, like there's nothing. There's nothing going on up here. Nothing. Yeah. I'm sorry. I kind of didn't want to go live because I'm like, this is embarrassing. This is like my thing. This is like, I mean, it's not my only thing, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like my thing. I'm very proud of this thing. And then I didn't finish the book. I did very much consider, I was like, if I could get my hands on an audiobook, which I found out there is one for it now, I'm like, if I just like listen to it at like 3 times speed, like on the way to work, on the way from work, like how, like, could I finish this book in between everything else? But I know there's an audiobook now, so I'm going to definitely utilize that because keep telling myself that I am. I didn't read like, you know, and to, you know, at the very least to have something else. I didn't read anything this month. So it's not like I read a bunch of other stuff and then I didn't read this one. I didn't get to anything. I wish Chana and Mindy talked about the book's themes and everything while Vicky stays in the corner thinking about what she did. This is rich coming from you, Marielle, the DNF queen. Of course, you're going to jump on the one time in the history of Creepy Book Club. I'm just a girl. Did you pick Katrina Word for December on purpose? You did it for December last year too. Was not a fan of that Christmas gift. I did to give some separation. I mean, I can't speak to Little Eve, which is the December read, which I really should have brought in here with me. I feel like I could be confident in saying that it's not like Looking Glass Sound, you know, with like all like the trippy, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. Like I feel pretty confident in saying it's not going to be like that. So I feel like you guys are going to be fine. And this is one of her, here, just so I could throw it up in your faces. For a second. This is one of her backlist titles. Just keep popping up on either side. Little Eve is one of her backlist, though, too. I think maybe it came out before. Actually, you know what? Let me check before I just start talking. 2018. Okay. I'm just checking something before I just start saying things. That it came out before The Last House on Needless Street, so I don't know. And most of you guys really liked Last House on Needless. Oh, hi, Des. Most of you guys like The Last House on Needless Street. This one came out before then, so I feel like there's a better chance, maybe. I look forward to you guys eating your words this December. Bold of you to assume that I can get out a comprehensive thought. Literally no reason to be embarrassed, though. For real, life happens, Vicky. Yeah, that's true. We're nothing without Des. Summoned. I really just would love to think. I know Des had something to do, so he Des was not doing this, but I really just I kind of wish you would just lie, Des, and say that you were lurking this entire time and you just waited for, or at least you had us on in the background until somebody said your name. Because that would have been perfect. I'm going to do this bit, and, they could go through the entire stream without mentioning me, but they might, and then I'm going to pop up and it's going to be glorious. The timing was uncanny. That was pretty epic. It was freaking epic. Currently trying to get my sister to relax. See? I feel like you guys just want to keep mentioning Looking Glass Sound, and you guys want to forget how much we all loved Last House on Needless Street. Interesting. So really, it's like 50-50 right now. There's a 50-50 chance that Little Eve is going to be another fucking banger, just like Needless Street. And we're all going to just be blown away by how, we're all going to be blown away by how good of a story it is. Hopefully. I'm not going to I didn't DNF it. If I have the intent on finishing it, it's not an official DNF. Nothing could be more convoluted than Looking Glass Sound, right? I enjoyed Looking Glass Sound. So I feel like I can't contribute to this conversation. His commitment to the bit is like that, honestly. Or at the very least, he was hanging out for at least 10 minutes before, and then saw his name came up and he was like, this is my moment. Looking Glass Sound was painful to my brain. What even was that? I don't know. I was on team liked Looking Glass Sound. Great book. Can we forgive me for? So basically, all of the pressure now rides on Little Eve. All of the pressure lies on Little Eve now, because Needless Street was great, but you guys very vocal about how much you didn't like Looking Glass Sound, which you should be, because that's what this is about. So really, I need Little Eve to deliver. Well, I told Marielle I would eventually finish Twilight, and she said it was a DNF. If you have the intent on finishing it, it's not an official DNF. You've just paused. You just took a pause. I'm surprised you didn't just try and power through Twilight, because I feel like you're just gonna draw out the torture a little bit if you pause and come back to it. I feel like you're not gonna want to come back to it, and then it's gonna be a DNF. feel like you kind of should have just powered through. I just feel like I'm the only one who ever DNFs. It's lonely up in here. Hey, I can't help it that I pick amazing books every single time, which isn't even true because I don't pick all of them. I just pick them from your guys' picks for the most part. Like, full transparency. Let's see. Bloom was one of you guys. Supplication was one of you guys. The eyes are the best part was one of you guys. And the spirit bears its teeth was one of you guys. My picks, just to put the full pressure on them, my picks were Listen to Your Sister and The Buffalo Hunter. So you can jot that down. So if you don't like those two, then those ones were my fault. I respect how strong your DNF game is. Honestly, yeah. Sometimes I gotta finish a book out of pure spite. I feel like I need that on a bookmark, and that's gonna be the bookmark I use every time I read a Stephen King book. I gotta make that into a bookmark, and that's just gonna be my Stephen King bookmark. Sometimes you just gotta finish a book out of spite. The pics look great. I hope so. I know I say this every single time, but I feel like the selection like gets better and better each time. Like we're just improving. We're just improving and improving and improving. And it's just banger after banger after banger, except for Looking Glass Sound, I guess. The book, no. You might like it. That's different than me having that bookmark for Stephen King. Stephen King, I go in knowing I'm probably not going to like it that much. And that's why that bookmark makes sense. You might love Little Eve. You don't know yet. Oh, I see. So you answered what the book is now. Rod Serling's The Twilight Zone. Serling. You know what we just got a book in for today? X. We got a book version novelization of X. Hold on, I'm saving it so you guys can see. Sorry, this takes 2 seconds. Look at that. Seen that advertised on the A20. Yeah, we're supposed to be. Hold on, let me just get this off of the screen. Can't wait for you to. You're not allowed to say. I will just. One stipulation: you are not allowed to just say you don't like it, so that I have to feel bad and apologize. I will apologize if you truly don't like it. If have you read it? Do you have / do you remember it? I've seen that advertised on the A24 website. Yeah, I think that's why we got it. I saw something on our calendar about getting A24 stuff, and then me and one of my coworkers who's really into film also, we were freaking out. And then my manager was like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. What does A24 mean? I'm hoping we get some of the like the screenplay books, because our employee discount would be really fucking nice for those. I don't really need a novelization of X, I gotta say. So it's kind of fun. Yes, thank you. Yeah. It's got to go both ways. So if you guys don't like it, I'll apologize. Hiccups. But if you guys all like the book, you guys have to apologize. Not yet, just being an advanced hater. Okay. Got it. Yeah, you have to read it. The whole point. It's a book club. It's a book club, Mario. Not a DNF club. Can you imagine what that would be like? I can't wait either. Thank you, Mindy. I can't wait either. I got my arc. I got my arc for Listen to Your Sister. Super excited. And then, like I said, I ordered in a copy of Supplication, which came into work today. I just didn't buy it yet, but I'll buy it tomorrow. So I'll have that one. Super stoked. I have Bloom already. I think I bought that one a couple weeks ago. That would be like this stream. Yeah, just getting on live and just talking shit for. We went for a whole hour. Hey. Could start my DNF club where we shame people for finishing a book. Well, you finish books? How lame. I can't. And we just have crossover streams. Or it's like, like how there's like podcast networks or whatever. We'll just have like our own book club network. So we have like the Creepy Book Club where you finish the books, and then the DNF club. That could be interesting. You just like and then you just talk about like what made you DNF the book, which is in essence talking about the content of the book, which is a book club. That'd be kind of funny. I think that's a thing. I think that's a vibe. You should do that. I would join if Marielle started a DNF book club. Would join every month, having read the book. Thank you so much for coming here to do the walk of shame for me, Vicky. Really appreciate it. No problem. I was going to say anytime, but I have every intention of finishing the Book of Witching, and I definitely have every intention of finishing Little Eve. So unless something crazy happens, knock on wood, it will be finished. Okay, that's also part of the it'll be like the Creepy Book Club network. Oh my god. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. I love how this turned into a strategy meeting. So we got we'll have the Creepy Book Club network. Like those podcast networks. So we have Marielle's DNF club. Then we have a Judge a Book by its cover club. Oh my god, I love this. We'd pick books that we think we're gonna hate, and if we like them, we lose. We could start with Little Eve. I love it. I love it. Come into your screens and everywhere you can listen to podcasts in 2025. I say that, but this is just a live stream. It's not a podcast. That's a brilliant idea. All right. Great meeting, guys. I say, I think we got a lot done. I think we got a lot done in this last hour. Yeah, I let that dream went away after the after the Looking Glass Sound stream. I was like, yeah, I can't. Trust me, that hasn't been a thought in my head for the last year, Tana. After that stream, I was like, yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna ask her to try and come on. Or like at the very least it'd be like like I'll ask and pre-film something and then I can just show you guys the video so that way she's not there and having to we killed the dream. I mean, you guys didn't do it on purpose. I just saw the reaction. I was like, oh, never mind. Can you imagine if she had showed up? My goodness. Mariella would not be invited to that meeting. I would have to bribe. I'd have to bribe her. I'd be like, I'll buy you like whatever books you want. And you either have to stay away or you can only type nice things. No, you weren't the only hater. I feel like you're being the only hater right now though. Like with this last comment. Oh, that's so funny. I mean, you figure they have to know though. That's like, like I don't know. But book clubs are different, so it's not like I don't know. I guess it would depend. It would all depend. Either way I'd be nervous cuz it's like, okay, you want to come in and like maybe we'll just like ask you questions for like 20 minutes or so and then the first question somebody asks is like, what the fuck were you thinking when you wrote this book? And then I'm like, oh no. And then I just have to explain how we fostered a community of book loving horror fans that very much speak their mind as they should, but this is embarrassing now. I'll read Little Eve, so I deserve to not be bullied for at least a year. I was a hater, but I am good at being two-faced. I'd be like, the book was so good. No, I feel like Des would find like really clever ways to like ask questions about it that doesn't like that are like kind of backhanded, but not so backhanded that it's obvious. Like she'd think about it like days later and be like, huh, I think he was actually being mean about it. But it would just be so well crafted that nobody would know. Love to sit in on my mom's book club. I need to know if every book club talks so much shit. I kind of hope so, but at the same time, I hope not. I hope we're the only one. Oh, if she had appeared, I would have completely flipped. Start praising this shit. I could just see you guys like furiously like typing into the chat so that way it scrolls up and nobody can hide the evidence. I try not to be mean, but you are a point there. See, you just find clever ways to like make comments or ask questions that upholds the integrity of how you felt about the book, but at the same time isn't basically just saying like, what the fuck were you thinking when you wrote this shit? That's true. We could have just started talking about Needless Street. Valid. That one was the crowd pleaser. Needless Street was the crowd pleaser. Happily talk about that book all day, every day. Oh, sorry. That might be my final cue. And also I hear Daisy outside the door. But I shut it all of the way this time, so she cannot come in. Sundial was also really great. I know that was a potential option for book club, but I think I went with Little Eve instead, because I haven't read that one, so I was being a little selfish. But I also liked Sundial. Yeah, see, now the rest of you got to catch up and also read Sundial, so that way you can be on par with us. Marielle's about to tell me off for suggesting that she read another Katrina Ward book. Just Little Eve. Just Little Eve is fine. Okay. One last peekaboo moment. There are our books again for 2025. It's not as fun. This image is too big. Those are our 2025 books. That's next month's book. Can't wait. I totally wasn't typing some shade at Sunday. Yeah, I could feel it. I could feel the power behind the you typing the keys all the way over here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Thanks for a super fun discussion that I apologize was not about November's book. Okay. Oh, 4.5. Fuck. Okay. All right. high expectations now. No, you didn't give anything away. You're fine. I will give a full book report on the Book of Witching at the beginning of the next stream, and that is my promise. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for the most random stream. And I will talk to you guys all over, but also next month. Bye.